Yeah, good evening, guys. Hold on, just trying to
Good
get everybody
evening.
on board. Yeah, just give me some time to get everybody on board.
Why not? That is what not for
Doesn't.
Hi, say good evening now.
Yeah, good evening. I'm still waiting for some people to join the call.
What am I saying?
We'll start in the next 3 to 4 minutes time.
Hello.
But
Hello.
yeah, did I tell you to talk? Waiting for others to prepare.
That looks like today. Do you not think? You're looking like anybody before. That's sweet. Hello.
Okay, so we have 2 minutes for the people to join.
Okay. Watch YouTube. Hello. Yeah. What the freak? What? They are. Some of them are.
Hmm?
Some of them are.
Somebody is supposed to be teaching for something. Those other ones are
And then
very
some.
the way you people join. They are not doing anything.
They are still playing with it now. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, cutie. How are you?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening, everyone.
Hello.
Hello, hello,
Hi.
hello,
Hello.
hello.
Yes. Hello.
Good evening, good evening, everybody.
Good
Good evening.
Good evening, boys and girls. How are you?
fine,
Fine.
thank you.
We hope you'll learn a lot and help mommy and daddy, okay? And be good
Yes.
boys and girls. Make things easier for them, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Good evening.
Please, these are
Good
making
evening, everybody.
All right. Good evening, everybody. Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Okay, please.
Good evening.
Yeah, I'm currently on transit, but because I want to deliver to you guys, that's why I'm still in the call right now. So I will appreciate you all to mute our microphone at this point. Okay. So the only way you communicate with me that I know that you are with me is by giving a reaction. Parents, please mute the microphone. Thank you. All right. So please confirm that you can hear me on the emoji. Just give me reaction, not you don't raise your hand like a reaction. I want that you can hear me. You can say good, something like that. Great. Thank you, Johnima. All right, good. That means you all can hear me. Okay, so welcome to the one of our 3D3 coding class. My name is Emmanuel. Like you already know, I'm between my post and I hope all parents are able to go through all the messages. Also, I will be going to go through the messages. So today we have just 3 days, so I'm not going to rush us, but I'm going to make sure that we all understand everything we're doing. Okay? So you don't think that because it's 3 days we need to get much. No, you will. Even if you don't to gain much, the
We are
ones you
not
will get.
seeing you.
Please mute your microphone.
We are
Please
not
mute your
seeing you,
microphone.
please.
The ones you're able to get. No, like I said, I'm on transit plus. No, if you want to see my face, that'll be tomorrow. I will show my face tomorrow if you want to see my face. Okay, so please don't permit me. Like I said, I'm on transit. All right, so can I proceed, please? Thumbs, thumbs up. If I should proceed, give me thumbs up. All right, thank you. So moving on, I'm not going to spend so much time. Well, like this course is all about programming. Teaching kids about programming. There are many things that kids, your children, can do when it comes to tech. I've seen we train kids all over the country, and we've seen that they can actually do a lot. Actually, this is the best time to build them in tech. Because by the time they grow older, they will focus on other things in life. But when they have a good idea in tech, you know, we're in the world of technology now. Everywhere is tech, 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 tech. Everything is tech. Even law, lawyers are using tech. Doctors are using technology. I believe we all know that it's not a new thing. So this is tech is the way. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to say now. So now I'm going to talk about introduction to programming first of all. So let them have the basics. Please, like I said, turn off your microphone. Turn off your microphone, please, so that I don't have noise. All right, so I'm going to share my screen now, and I said I'm going to share my screen now, so we all can see. Okay, share my screen. All right. I said mute your microphone, please. Adam, Mr. Adam, I don't know. Please mute your microphone. Thank you. Please, yeah, Mutisa. Mute your microphone. Mute your microphone, please. Click on the microphone button that's showing icon that's showing there. Okay, please. If you can see my screen, give me thumbs up. Beautiful. All right. So moving on, we have introduction to programming. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in on my phone. I'm using my phone for this. So I want to know that you can use your phone and you can as well use your Someone microphone is turned on. That's why I'm hearing my voice. Please turn off the microphone if your microphone is off. Please turn off the microphone. Okay, so what is programming? Jesus. Just a minute. Programming is writing computer codes to create a program in order to solve a problem. So, for example, now, the person that built this Google Meet we're all using thought of an idea that okay, people are having meetings. They always want to meet. What physically, when you have a job interview or any board meeting, right? You always want to do it physically. That's then before Google Meet and Zoom and all of them came about. So they're like, okay, what if there's an emergency and there's a need for a meeting of more than one person? How will we go about it? Then they thought about this and they were able to devise a means to accommodate over 100 people that can meet with one source at a time. It's one source at a time. Okay? So they're able to devise that means and they're able to do that. Please, I saw someone just said that I cannot see my screen. Please, come that you can see my screen. But I can't see your screen now, but please, if you can see my screen, just okay, don't worry. I can't see your screen anymore. So that's that. That is a program. You're able to create this application called Google Meet for you to do what? For you to be able to what? To use. And now all of us are using it and we're doing it. We're all using it now. That's good. So that's a program. That's a good program. It's solving a problem of what? Meeting people physically instead of meeting for having meetings online and meeting physically. So it's solving one. The problem, first problem I see Google Meet is solving is emergency meetings. Emergency meetings is one problem, and many others. I don't want to dive much into them. I'm for today. So that's a good program. Okay, so a programming is writing computer code. Now this is where people that are starting and do this Google Meet, they wrote codes. Lot of ideas. There are many programming languages. We'll go to that. Okay, so that's that. Now a program consists of series of instructions to tell a computer exactly what to do and how to do it. You see this stuff? We're able to create a link, told the computer generate a link for me to use on to have a meeting. Why? Because we're able to know that this is the app it's used for. I can't come and say I want to create a meeting like this. And okay, before WhatsApp started using multiple group calls, WhatsApp was not having that. Or maybe there are other applications. Like if I want to have if I please mute your microphone. Mute your microphone, please.
What are you talking about?
Hello, who's that person? Please mute your microphone. If I want to have a meeting like this and I open my phone camera, I won't be able to have this meeting. So it must have a particular purpose. So the camera is for this, camera is for that. So that's what I like to say. So yeah, this program consists of a series of instructions to tell the computer what to do. Jesus. Who's this person? Please mute your microphone. You're distracting us. So I hope we got that clear. So you writing code to tell the computer do this, do that, and you have to program it to do it, and you have to do it. Like the basic one already know, our calculator. Calculator is programmed. Now if you press the button 2, and you press another 2, it will show you the answer was 4. That's programming. It was programmed to do that. Okay? So you tell the computer exactly what to do. Okay, so that's that. Now, programming is like giving secret instructions to a computer to make it do it. Okay, it's like giving secret instructions to make it do cool stuff. You write down a list of steps. In special language. Now, I'm coming to this special language. Now, I want to understand this. You have how many languages? Please mute your microphone. How many languages do we have in Nigeria? How many common languages? We have 3. We have the Igbo, Yoruba, and Hausa, right? Okay. So Igbo, please mute your microphone. Parents, if you are there, please mute your child's microphone. Sorry, sir. So we have Igbo. Now, if I have, imagine there's someone that doesn't
I'm just
understand,
stepping in.
that does not understand Yoruba, but you understand Hausa. And okay, like a Yoruba man are going to meet
I
an
can't
Hausa
recall the
person
last
and
time I
does
was
not
at home this
understand
time.
it, and he goes to start speaking Yoruba to the person, he won't be able to understand it, right?
Last
Similarly,
week I got home past.
similarly, that's how programming, different programming languages are. That's how they work. Okay, so you must know the specific language you want to
Well,
for
it
a
was
particular
because
purpose.
yes, it's not.
For a
I was
website,
planning
you can't
to
use some programming language just to build a website.
that's
So
why
you must
the
use HTML, CSS, and other programming languages that are similar to it. So you must have similar languages that will understand. Okay, you get that? So that's the special language I'm talking about here. Are we getting what I'm saying? Please, if you're getting what I'm saying,
the attendance today was not like
is
that
it
of
now?
last
Where's the
week.
meeting?
Definitely because last week we closed I think 9:30.
Please, if you're getting what I'm saying, give me thumbs up. Okay, good. All right, good. Thank you. Thank you very much. Don't worry, for those of you just joining, the call is being recorded. So you have the recording to review. Okay? So don't worry about that. So that's that. Let me proceed, please. So programming is like giving, I already said that. Write down a list of things. Please mute your microphone. Hello? Who is that? Please mute your microphone. Please, who is that? Mute your microphone. Who is that person? Thank you. Ah, all right, so let's proceed. So you write down a list of special codes. So special language. So for example, now we have Python, we have programming languages now. We have Python, we have Java, we have C++, we have Scratch, and all that. We have different mini programming language. We have Ruby, we have C Sharp, just name it. There are a whole lot programming language, but they all are used to do a particular purpose. So now, imagine you have a robot friend who can understand and follow your instructions, but it only speaks a special language called code, and that's programming. Now, code that's coding, programming, coding. That the same thing. Able to write code to tell your friend to do what he understands to do. Okay, you're already programmed to do it the way you want it. Okay. Now, another way to explain it is now you want to prepare a sandwich. This sandwich that is there, but I normally like using Indomie. But I can still use the sandwich because I created this slide. Okay, so now using the sandwich now um you have this. You know you already know your end results. Let's say you already know what, okay? You already know what you want your program to do, right? Let's say you want to build an application to calculate the grades of students in a class. That is what you have to do. So you have it in mind. But what you need to do now, you need to know you need to know the steps to take to do that. The first thing you need to know is you need to get the data of
I don't do
students,
that. Then you lock up. You
the
just
number of
lock up.
students in class. You need to get the
Not
data of
call
the
anybody
students.
and
One.
advertise to anybody. Just
So
lock
I
up.
don't know. Can you hear me?
Oh, I told her yesterday. So like man, I said she should call.
So you get
Don't
that.
call anybody.
That's one. So you need to get the scores, right? You need all the information. Then you need to get the right programming language that will be able to build this application. So that's that. So now looking at it now, you first see to getting a sandwich done, you need a bread, you need the spices, the onions, and all of you. I don't really know what you use to make sandwich. I'm not a cook. So you have all this. Then when you have all your ingredients complete, when you have all your ingredients complete, you therefore will need to get your sandwich. Please, why are you raising up your hand? You can't hear me clearly. Can you hear me clearly now? Can you hear me clearly now?
We can't, we can't hear you at all.
You can't hear me at all.
Yes.
Can you hear me clearly now? How did you hear what I was saying? I say you can't hear me at all.
Yeah, but we're not following through with what you're saying.
Okay, was I too fast?
Yes.
Please let the voice be loud.
Try your best.
Okay. Oh, you're missing my.
You are
Okay,
too
thank you very much.
fast. I'm too fast.
Oh, I'm too fast.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, don't worry.
The background is making a lot of
Please use the equal message. Use the equal message, please.
seems like
Please use the equal message to chat. Use the chat. Use the chat there to communicate with me. And I don't so that we don't have crowd noise and everything. We have less than 1 hour to the end of this.
Now we can hear you.
Okay, so people confirm that they can hear me, so I think I can proceed. Okay. So moving on to what I was saying. So can I continue, right? Can I continue, please? Can I continue? Thumbs up, I can continue. Don't meet me.
We are not you.
Okay. All right. So what was I saying? Good, thank you. Don't worry, the video is the call is being recorded.
can't hear you. The background is making a lot of noise.
Is the generator. Okay, so are you with me, please?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. So moving on. Moving on to what I was saying. Yeah. So I said, okay. So those of you
Your
that don't
voice is
understand,
low, sir.
can you hear me well now? Is my voice loud enough now?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Okay. So like I said, for those of you that said I'm too fast, I'm always still talking. You see, can you hear me again?
Sir,
Can
can
you
hear
see
you.
me?
I
I
can
can
hear
hear
you.
you perfectly.
All right, thank you. So for those of you that said I'm too fast, I'm going to you see the same thing. I'm talking about introductory programming. So I'm going to explain the process of sandwich. Now, programming is like you know what you want to do. You know the output. Now, for example, I want to prepare a sandwich. Please mute your microphone. Is it because your microphones are not muted? That's why you won't be able to hear me. So now, process of making a sandwich is similar to writing a code because programming is telling the computer what to do, right? Writing codes to tell your to build something that to do something, do a particular purpose, to solve a particular problem. Okay, that's programming. All right, did we get that? So now, moving on, I'm going to talk about this sandwich again to emphasize more on it. I said I was too fast. Am I too fast now? Did we get that? Are we clear on that?
Pass.
Are we clear on that?
Yes, sir. Yes, we are.
Yes, sir.
All right. So I'm not
Yes,
too
sir.
fast again, right? I'm not too fast again, right?
So you're not fast again.
All right. Okay. Thank you. So moving on now, we have the process of preparing a sandwich. We know our end goal. Our end goal is to what? To prepare a very very delicious sandwich. So for us to do that, we need to get what? Our bread. We need to get our knife to slice. We need our butter. We need what else? What other things? We need these tomatoes, onions, blah blah blah, and all the rest. What have you? So everything you need to get your sandwich done. Okay. So to start with, we want to tell the robot what to do. Okay. Let's say for example, we want to make a sandwich. We break down the process into simple steps. Like take 2 slices. So you see, take 2 slices, spread peanut butter on one slice, and put jelly on the other slice. Okay, and each of these steps is a command written in robot language. Now, when you write your code, okay, the code is being executed from the first line of code to the last line. So if the first line of code says do A, it comes to the second line do B. When your entire code is being run executed, you have the complete program. For example, now this Google Meet now, the first thing I did was click to generate a link. Okay, that was the first thing. So generating a link. Now for me to join the link, the next step of the program is to do what? To click on the link. So when I click on the link, okay, and I click on the link, now I need to accept pronunciation. You can see on my screen some people are trying to join. So there's a button now function that says if someone wants
Hello.
to join, if someone joins the meeting, I, as a person that created it, I can admit the person or decline. So that's about you can see deny on my screen, you can see admit. So I can either say deny or what admit. Okay, so that's that. This is how the program works. Are we clear?
Yes.
All right, good, thank you. Okay, so let's proceed. So now, once we have all our
Sir.
steps, please, no question until 15 minutes to end of the class. Okay, please jot down your questions. So once we have all the steps written down in the right order, we give the list to the robot. It reads it, like I said. Remember I said something like that now. It reads it from what the list from what the top to bottom and follows the instruction exactly the way it is. Now, exactly the way it is now, I want to understand something. No offense though. Computers are not robots. Computers are, should I say, they are nearly perfect. Let me just say they're perfect because why did I say they're perfect? They only give what you give. You understand? They only give what they receive.
Send me money now, share. I'm blessed.
They only give what you give them. So if you tell a computer to on,
Oh, yeah, send that.
it will on. Are you getting what I'm saying? Some people will write a program and be wondering why it's not doing what it has to do. You need to check your code. Like some of the guys in the advanced class, and one of our training, one of our courses, I did something and I actually made some mistakes so that they were able to see it. So when they ran the code, they saw that the code had errors. I'm like, what happened? I mean, I wrote the code correctly, right? But no, I didn't write it correctly.
Yes.
There was something wrong in my code. So I need to fix it. I need to find out what's wrong because computer tell you that there's an error. Computer will tell you that there's an error when there is what? An error. Okay? Computer will tell you there's an error. Please, can someone do what? What's that? What's this person saying?
Zero.
Please, can someone?
Who say that?
Sir, the volume is too loud.
Please mute all your microphones, please. I appreciate you mute your microphones.
Please, zero.
Okay, thank you. So that's for that's how the program works. Now I'm diving deeper now. Are we clear on this? Are we clear on this, please?
Yes. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So I'll proceed now.
Yes.
Okay.
Mute it after you speak.
I'll proceed now. In real life, computers are like super smart robots. Instead of sandwich, you can tell them to do all sorts of things like join
Computer
and all
like
that.
what?
Computers are like super smart robots.
Super smart robot.
Please mute your microphone. I don't need you to turn on your microphone. Please mute your microphone.
Computer like
Mute your microphone, please. when it's time for question, you ask a question. Okay, please. When it's time for question, ask a question.
Computer like what, sir?
Sir, computers are like what?
Computer like what? It's funny too.
Whoever is that, stop that.
At 1-5. Come 1-5.
Cool. Can I continue now? Thumbs up. Thumbs up if you want to continue.
Yes, sir.
Thumbs up. If you on your microphone, I will not continue. Thank you. All right. So now we use special programming languages like Python and Scratch to give our instructions to the computer. And when you are done, the computer follows the instruction and does it exactly the way it is. So when you've completely built your program, okay, when you completely built your program, the computer does what? Runs the code from top to what? To bottom. Okay. So now I want to
Stop
tell us
with
now
button.
please, the parent of this child, can you please turn on your mute your microphone?
Okay.
You're talking, please mute your microphone, please. Okay, so now there are two types of programming. When it comes to programming, there are two types. Okay, now all programming language, I mentioned Python, I mentioned Java, I mentioned C, I mentioned C++ and the likes. All programming languages fall under these two types. What are these two types? The text-based programming and the block programming. Okay, now they fall under these two types of programming: the text-based or the block programming. Okay, so now the text-based programming is like right. The text-based is like writing, is like using words to tell the computer what to do. For example, now you can see this on my screen. This is text-based programming. You can see it's their lines are written.
This
Can you
what?
please can you please mute your microphone? Please mute your microphone. You're distracting my class, please.
Excuse me, please. You can actually mute the entire class so the students will have the.
Yes, I know I can do that, but I can only do that on my laptop. But my laptop is just coming on. I know I can do that. I'm working on it. So let me continue. P someone should join. Okay, person has joined. Okay, so now that's what I was saying. What I was saying is this is what text-based programming. So it's like using words. This is exactly what text programming. Using words to write code, tell the computer what to do. Okay. All right. So I guess I've muted everybody now. All right. Good. So please, if you have any question, um you have to raise up your hand or something. All right. So let me proceed. If not, everything can go easily. So it's like using words to tell the computer what to do. It's like writing down the instructions in a secret code. Now imagine okay, I want to tell the computer to make a sandwich, and I come to this place and I just tell the computer make a sandwich. It's supposed to do that, but when it is well programmed. Now this is when I tell the computer make a sandwich. There are some codes that are being written to make this work. What is the code that's being written to make it work is not write a sandwich. No, there are some series of text lines of code to make that thing happen. Like this Google Meet now, I say admit. I click the button admit. Now I may just say is what is there is admit. But to make that button function, there are lots of lines of codes, okay, or maybe a one or two line of code, just to make that from that button to what to function. Now that is where the test base is. So they are written what? They are written codes, okay? Lines of code written in text. It's like writing down the instruction in code that computer don't understand. You use special words and numbers to create a list of steps, and the computer follows them one by one. That's test base. Okay, for an example of test programming, we have the Python, we have the Java, we have the C. I mentioned these ones before. I know you understand. So now, what is that type of programming language where that is very that's easy to use? That one is called the block programming. Now you have building blocks, right? I know many of us, our parents. Can you hear me, please? Can you hear me, please? Okay, thumbs up, good. Thank you. Thank God you're following. Okay. Now, many of us, I don't know, some of us, our parents, when we were small, our parents gave us bought all these building blocks for us to, play with, right? And you're able to build a house or build a car with it and all that, right? Now, you're able to do that because of what? Because it's very easy. You know that, okay, this one will fit into this place, and if you put the wrong block, it will not fit into it, right? It will not clip to the next block. So the block of code you put will be able to clip to it. Am I correct? Thumbs up if you are with me. Good, thank you. So block programming is like using pictures of block with different shapes and colors. Now, this is an example. This is the example of it. You can see that these are blocks. These are blocks, okay? These are blocks of codes. Now, this is, you may not be able to see my code very well. This is when flag is. This we might not see this very well because of a combination of two pictures. But what I want to see there is that you can see that there are blocks. They are building blocks. Why are you giving thumbs down? What's wrong? What's the issue? You that give thumbs down. What's the issue? Drop your question on the comments on the income message. So let me just read through it so you get it. So the block is like using pictures of blocks with different shapes and colors. Each block represents different commands. For example, what's going on? For example, move forward. Now they may have. Okay, I want to quickly share. I'm going to quickly launch something for us. Let it be loading. So an example of block programming is the Scratch. Okay, you have Blockly, you have for building websites you have Wix, you have Wix.com, you have Google Sites, you have WordPress. I know many parents are familiar with WordPress. Can you hear me properly well now? It's okay. Can you hear me properly now? Okay, thank you. Now, so an example, most one that parents will be familiar with is WordPress. That WordPress is the block programming language. Okay, the example of is falls on that block programming language. You have the Scratch, like I said, Scratch is loading. Okay, you have Scratch. Okay, now it's loaded already. Let me show you my screen. Now this is. Let me stop sharing my screen there so you can see my screen on the other side. Just give me a minute. I'll stop sharing my screen on my mobile device and share my screen on my laptop. Okay, once again, confirm that you can see my screen. Alright, good. So now this is a Scratch programming language. This is Scratch. And I said this is a move forward, move step. So I click and drag my code and I click and drag it to fit in here. And I come here and say click and drag and do this here. So by the time I do this now, can you see my Scratch? Can you see my character is moving as I please? This is block programming. Okay, all you need to do is just do what? It says move. Look at the code. Look at the code here. Move forward, move them, go to this. You can see this is just Titilayo. What's the problem? Okay, what's the problem? Can't you hear me? If you can hear me, please give me thumbs up. If I'm audible enough, give me thumbs up. So what's the problem? Tilayo and Ope. If you have any question, drop the question in the question. It will soon be time for questions. Okay. So that's that. Then I'm moving on. I can share my screen now. You said what you don't see. What can you not see? I can't see your screen. I can see my own screen. How can you see my screen? Please, if you can see my screen, give me thumbs up. If you can see my screen, give me thumbs up. Thank you. So what's the problem? If many people can see my screen, I don't know. Okay, you know what? If you can't see my screen, the class is being recorded, like I said. So you can watch the videos. Maybe it's your network. Maybe it's your network. That's why you can't see my screen. Okay, so I'm going to continue sharing my screen on my mobile phone now because that's where I started the call. Okay, so let's continue. I'm going to stop in this part because in next class we're going to go into Python. So that's that. So text-based programming is like writing sentences for a computer, and block programming is like putting colors. Like I showed you here, you can see lots of colors here. Okay, you can see colors of codes, different colors here. So you're just putting blocks of colors of code, okay, together to form your words like a puzzle, like fixing a puzzle. You know puzzles, right? Okay, so both ways are super fun to help make awesome stuffs. So for this course, you are going to robotics and we're going to robotics and Python and program that's Python programming for this particular free course. Now that means we're going to test this programming and robotics. I know many of us like robotic stuff. You know, we like robots. As you can see on my screen here, this is a robot. This is a robot, yeah. This is a robot. Cool. Okay. So many of us are just going to go into the base of that. So we're going to use Arduino programming language for robotics and Python for our writing of business applications. Okay, so that's that. So at this point, I want to answer every question. But please, if you all enjoy today's class, give me some celebrations, some thumbs up if you enjoy today's class. So if you didn't enjoy today's class, that's sad. Okay, thumbs up, good, good. I love what I'm seeing here. This is good. This is good. Okay, I'm so sorry that if you're able to. Don't worry, I'm still sharing my screen. I'm so sorry that if you're able to hear me clearly. You know, I said I was on transit. So, but still, I wanted to us to have. I didn't want to postpone this class because I wanted to us to have the best. Okay, so I believe I was able to do well to deliver everywhere all we need. Okay, so now I'll attend to your questions. I'm going to the income messages. So for those of you that are just joining once again, the call is being recorded. Do well to watch the recordings. Okay, so now I need two questions. Someone say can you need? So please drop your questions now. I'm going to the questions on my income messages. So drop your questions now. Please have to drop your questions. Okay, please have to drop your questions. Drop your questions now, please. You can't see your screen, is not a question. Please, your questions. If you have any question, please drop your questions now. Yes, no, I'm not going to omit. Sorry, I'm not going to omit the microphone. I'm not going to omit my for everybody. I'm going to tell you that you should. Can you start practical explanation? Yes, we're going to work on practical explanation tomorrow. Please, I didn't get the type of programming. Okay, I'm sorry, Samson. You did get type of programming. I will send the recording. The recording will be available for us either this evening or tomorrow morning. So you can able to watch it. So there are two types of programming anyway. You have the text based and the block programming. Now the text based is writing codes like this. Writing code. This is the example of text based. Writing codes line by line. While the block based programming is the one that you drag, just like reading blocks. You drag and drop your code. Okay, like you saw on my screen earlier. If you didn't see it, please just watch the recording. See that I was to drag and drop. So Samson, did I explain that? Give me thumbs up if I've answered your question, Samson. Okay, thank you very much. So what are the different kinds of coding? I just explained that already. So Juliet, if you understood it, please give me thumbs up. I explained that the different kinds of coding languages. I explained that there are two types. Juliet, please give me thumbs up if you answered the question. Okay, thank you very much. Please, what programs are we using for robotics? We're using Arduino for robotics, but we're not going deep into it anyway. But because this training is just to guide us to have knowledge of all these things. Now, there are a lot of kids abroad that are doing awesome stuff, and we Nigerians, we are all about mathematics, English. We're not looking to look to all these things that will help us. Now, one thing about programming is it expands the brain of the children. It expands the child's brain. It makes them to think critically. It makes them to think out of the box. It makes them smarter than they think. And more importantly, instead of watching cartoons, they can be using their time to be productive. Okay, so that's that. So please, can you tell this about you? So okay, no, don't worry. This will not happen again. It's because I was not using my laptop. Okay, so hi everyone. I thought HTML was part of coding. Yes, HTML is part of coding. Like I said, HTML is a text-based programming language. Okay, let me show you HTML code. I'm just going to Google it so you guys can see it. HTML is a type of text-based programming. I'm coming out to share my screen quickly. So this is HTML code. This is HTML code, as you can see. This is text-based. How is it text-based? You can see the codes are written in what text. This is dot type HTML. HTML head. Text-based programming. So promise, did I answer your question? Promise, please give me thumbs if I answer your question. Is it promise to answer that question? Yes, it's promise. Promise, are you still with us? Please give me thumbs if I answer your question. Please, how does Scratch work? Don't worry, we're not going to Scratch now. But Scratch is a block-based programming. Please, Balogun, he said I didn't get the type of programming language. I explained it earlier already. Did you understand it? Please answer your question. Give me thumbs up. Sorry, I don't seem to get all what you are saying. Okay, Mr. Victor, I already spent over an hour, almost an hour rather, to explain everything that I'll be doing. So I'm going to send the recording because it's being recorded. So please do well to watch the recordings, okay? Each class is being recorded. Can you move this screen to the former one? I can't see this screen. I'm answering questions now. I'm not tutoring again. For now, I'm not tutoring. I'm waiting for questions. Are we going more on HTML? No, for this class, HTML is we need to have a foundation. Okay, so I'm not going to jump into HTML. HTML, it's more. We need to start with something simpler. Imagine I start teaching HTML and then you get to some other places and you don't understand. So you need to have a basic understanding of programming. Okay, and everything has a programming. So I'm going to start with the two simplest programming languages, which is the Scratch and the text-based Python. But I'm going to start with Python programming language. Okay, with time I'm going to work on Scratch and Python, and then we move into robotics. Robotics is a whole lot of stuff. So if you don't have the basic understanding, you will know where to get it. Imagine I start teaching you HTML and you start asking me some questions, and I'll be like, I can't answer this question because you don't have a foundation. So if the foundation is not well laid, you will be able to get it. Okay. What are the P? What's the meaning of P? I don't get your question. Samson, did I answer your question now? Please give me a thumbs up. Answer your question. I don't understand. Please, I don't understand is not a question. What's the question exactly? What don't you understand? Please, can I really make you have no idea? You can make a whole lot of living with. Let me show you guys how much developers make. I think that will be the last thing I will ask. That question I will answer before I leave. Before I call it a day. Let me show you how much the developers make. Let me just Google it for you. Okay, so this is it. Can you see how much developers make? 400. This is Nigeria. This is over 400. This is even for beginners because I have set of people and even myself we earn over 700k and above just to build our applications. They are different kind. So parents, please do not be sad. I do not feel like there's no money in programming. There is money. It's oil money. No, this is because of the days where if you are working in an oil company that you are rich. First robot. Yes, robotics is cool, because this is one of the things. What do you call it now? Programming generally, there's money in it. There's a whole lot of money in it. A whole lot. I don't want to even dive into how much you earn in dollars. You see how much? Can you? I don't know if you can see my screen very well. I want to zoom in now so you can see my screen. Can you see this? Can you see this? This is 151,000 dollars. Let me copy this and convert it to naira for us. Now, can you see this? This is 117,541,016 naira. Can you see this? What people can make. So after this, jump into Java and see this is our advanced stuff. Okay, you need to have a foundation. Once again, I say it again. You need to have a what? Foundation. Okay, I don't understand how to make a robot. You understand when the time comes. Okay, you understand when the time comes. Okay, so if there's no other question, I think give me thumbs up if you don't have any question. Thumbs up if we can call it a night. So we'll continue tomorrow, please. Could promise thumbs up. We'll give thumbs to. Okay, thank you. It's okay. I don't know why you are surprised. If you are surprised, drop your question. Okay, so I believe you all enjoyed today's class. Please give me some good reactions. Let me know that we enjoyed today's class. Okay, good, awesome. So continue tomorrow, same time. We're going to go into Python. I don't know why you're giving me thumbs down. What's up with the thumbs down? You that gave thumbs down. What's the problem? So same time tomorrow, okay? So please just take our time to watch the videos, the recordings. Take your time. You can pause the videos, okay? You can pause the videos and you enjoy yourself. All right, so do have a wonderful night rest. That'll be all. Do have a wonderful night rest. Bye. Tomorrow, yes, tomorrow same time, 8 o'clock, not 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock. Okay? All right.